For real?
For real.
Okay.
Yay.
Hi, everybody. Looks like we're starting, so I hope you're with us here. Thank you for joining us this evening for the 10th annual Dinner, Art, and Wine for Canines and our first, hopefully not annual, Dinner, Art, and Wine for Canines virtual. This week, I hope you enjoyed all the videos you watched regarding the prison program and the facility dog program. Our theme in March was going to be new beginnings, and we thought these two programs definitely highlight new beginnings. And we've had a lot of new beginnings this year all around. So what we'd like to do first is start with a toast, since it is 5:30, and have your beverage of choice available. And we're going to raise a circle tail glass to, first of all, everyone staying healthy and staying safe. That's most important. We'd also like to raise a glass to our new Living and Learning Center that is just opened this past month. Raising a glass to our successful facility dog internship program, and mostly raising a glass for better times ahead and seeing all of you in person next year.
Cheers.
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 And before I get started into thanking sponsors and thanking everybody, I do want to say, I'm going to back up a minute. Okay, I'm in a dress. Well, it's a skirt, but I'm in a dress with pantyhose. So someone last year generously donated $1,000 if I would do that, so I kept my promise. So I've been thinking about it all year, and to wear a dress next year, it's going to have to be $2,500. So if you would like to raise your paw anytime during this event or over the next several days and donate $2,500, you can say this is in order for Marlis to wear a dress, and we will give you a huge shout out. There you go. Okay, so we wouldn't have these events and have Circle Tail if it wasn't for our wonderful sponsors and donors and volunteers and everybody. But for the Dinner, Art, and Wine, foremost was our Irish Wolfhound level, and that was the Dia Pharma Group once again. So for 10 years in a row, the Dia Pharma Group has come through as the highest level sponsor. Madeline, I hope you're watching. Thank you so much for your support of Circle Tail and supporting the Circle Tail service dogs in the workplace.
And I wanted to take a minute to just acknowledge our other Irish Wolfhound sponsor. It is in memoriam of Larry Staley. He is Marlis's father, and he was a true steward of the land. We lost him in January, last October already, wow. He loved Circle Tail. He was a true steward of the land, and he considered this his home and his place. And so we're very honored to remember him tonight.
And that was from all my siblings, so thank you, all my siblings. I hope you're also watching it too. Next level was Labrador Retriever level, and I want to recognize Pat Landon. So not only was she a Labrador Retriever level, she also was the funder for our new Living and Learning Center. So she has been a supporter of Circle Tail since I think at least 2008. She supported us through our growth, and without her, we would not have realized the growth that we have. And she's a wonderful lover of dogs and puppies, and I hope you saw her picture on the email that went out today. But we thank you, Pat. I hope you're watching, and I hope Libby was able to get things settled for you this week so you could watch. But thank you for having our future become a reality today. Appreciate that. Golden Retriever dinner sponsors. First off, Elsa Sewell Foundation. And I didn't look this up, but I think you're pushing 4 or 5 years at that level. So thank you so much. Ruth Cleet, wouldn't be possible without you. And again, Ruth did a little video about why she supports Circle Tail. Very important to us, and thank you for supporting us again. Dr. Michael and Leslie Kreinus were also a Golden Retriever level, and they also foster Circle Tail. They actually hijacked one of our Golden Retrievers and took it to Florida with them for the last couple months. And so Victory, who hopefully will be a facility dog in the future, has been living in Florida with them. And Leslie's also the head of the facility dog internship program. So thank you for your support in more ways than one. Fifth Third, again, supported us this year. I think this is their second or third year being a Golden Retriever sponsor, and we really appreciate your support. So thank you, Fifth Third. The German Shepherd level, me, of course. And then Ann Schmidt, who is Jen's mother, but also she chaired this event for several years. And she's a huge sponsor and donor from afar who moved to Florida, which is why she can't be the chair anymore. But we appreciate you, Anne, every day. Also want to give a shout out to everybody who, when we were making this a real event, donated raffle prizes, silent auction items, and all of those things that made it possible for us to have the event. Some of those wonderful items are here. You can see them behind me, and you've seen them all week on the web page, and we really appreciate that. Highlighting in the raffle prizes is a Afghan handmade quilt, handmade from the ladies at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. So each one has a handmade quilt. Shout out again to our board members. Could you all stand up? So if you're at home, the board members stand up. Give yourself a round of applause, yes. They help us move forward and keep us going in the right direction. All our volunteers, our fosters, helping every day. We did have a little glitch with the volunteers with COVID. Since we weren't allowed to have people on site, we had to stop that program. We're starting that back up again, and now doing it safely and outside. But volunteers are starting to come back to Circle Tail, and we certainly appreciate that. The event obviously is planned and run by volunteers. They put tons of hours into this, originally for the live event, and now for the virtual event. Big shout out to Rachel and Nicole, who were co-chairs for that event, and then also Jen Kiblinger, of course. She puts in a lot of time for these events and helped with the virtual event, and Leslie, even from Florida, helped, and she's the one responsible for that awesome raffle of the Hurry Yard. So near or far, our volunteers help us out. And of course, a huge thank you to David Dreisbach. Do you want to come in, like, we'll move out of the way for just a second?
I don't have a mask on.
Run in. Well, I'll run off.
Okay.
I'll run off. You run in. David. This would not be happening if it were not for David, actually, and his wife, Dory, who's sitting in here monitoring, making sure I try and talk at the right tone of voice. And wonderful to be able to put that web page together, put all those videos together. He took pictures and videos and made them into something beautiful that brought tears to my eyes, and I was even there for some of the videos. So I hope you enjoyed those, but the mastermind behind all of this has been David, and we really appreciate that. So throughout the week, we've gone through or highlighted some of our special programs we have going right now. The prison program we've actually had since 1998. So that was one of our first programs that gave us the opportunity to house, raise, and train more dogs. And we currently are working with 2 prisons, the Ohio Reformatory for Women, and that's up in Marysville, and then Dayton Correctional, which is also a women's prison. So with COVID, things have changed a little bit with that. The ladies do still house and train and care for the dogs every single day. I used to go up every 2 weeks, and we would have class and watch the dogs perform and train the ladies to be better trainers. Leslie Kreinus also would go with me to Dayton, and she would work with the ladies on some yoga and breathing and different things to make them feel better about themselves, so that could go down the leash to the ladies, and it was very beneficial. With COVID, they are still allowing the dogs in the prison, which we're fortunate. Some organizations in other states had to pull all of their dogs out at once and find places for them. We've been allowed to keep our dogs in the prison. We're decreasing the frequency of visits, so we have less touch there. We're not allowed to go in the prison, but they come out, everybody's in masks, we change things, we switch dogs, we give them food. And then the really kind of fun thing is then I come home and I do a Zoom meeting with them. So still getting to see the ladies work with the dogs and see how the dogs are going and problem solve and give them information. So the program is continuing. We do have our eyes on the dogs in the program, and it's going very well. So I hope you enjoyed those 2 videos. The ladies really appreciate the program too, and I think especially now because they are not allowed to have visitors. And so this is pretty much what they had as far as contact with people outside. We also introduced you to some of our superpower dogs. We started a program, thanks to Leslie Kreinus, facility dog internship program. And we started this as a trial where the dogs would go into a local school, and for a period of a semester, 3 to 4 months, something like that, to see, number one, how the dogs interacted with the students and staff. So from the dog standpoint, they're an intern, and are they doing a good job? On the other side was this something beneficial to the students and staff to have as a program? And it went very well, and then COVID, and we started in January. But it went okay, because the teachers in these programs in our local schools are phenomenal. They have so many ideas and ways to utilize the dogs to help with the children's emotional, social, cognitive, physical needs. It just amazes me. Every time I see something that they've done, it's like, I would have never thought of that. The nice little video you saw on, I think, yesterday's page, that was Zooey with her face mask, teaching people how to wear a face mask, was genius. I wouldn't have thought of that. And child's gonna listen to a dog before they're gonna listen to a person, right? And in fact, I had somebody say, is it okay if I share this with my coworkers? Because they're not listening either, but everybody will listen to that dog showing you how to wear it right. So just ingenious, wouldn't have thought of that. Another dog was directing the parents driving children in the morning, directing them where to go park with this like directional sign. It's like, who thinks these things, you know? Great people do, and they're working with our children, and I think that's wonderful. We have a great future with some of these people there. So the facility dogs, those are the ones that don't make the full assistance dog as a service or hearing dog public access, but they go through the same training. And then we find that these dogs are a little too social. They love their handler, but they also love every other single person that comes by them. And while we want our service and hearing dogs social, we want them really connecting to one person and can kind of ignore everybody else. So we kind of look at those dogs who would do better if they were able to be more social and interact with more people. And those are the ones that get moved to the facility dog program. We started out in January with placing 6 interns. All of them have now turned into permanent placements. And this fall, we just started 3 more interns, and we're hoping by the end of the year that they may too turn into permanent placements. So it's a great program in our local Cincinnati area, and hopefully benefiting both staff and children in a variety of ways. So the only other thing I wanted to say real quick was to give you a little update on another issue, a circle terror, not issue, but something we do, the training classes. So we stopped all our training classes for the public pet dog training with the onset of COVID, and we're now back at doing training classes. They're all outside, And so we've had wonderful people, very cooperative. If we stay far enough away, people aren't wearing masks. If we get close, everybody has a mask on. And everybody has been very nice to work with and realize that health and safety is what we want paramount so we can continue having our dogs in training classes. So we're running classes outside. As the weather gets colder, we're probably going to move inside. And again, if we do, we'll keep distance from each other and we'll have masks on and we'll try and get safely through this until those aren't required. But we are doing the training classes, like I said earlier. We are getting volunteers back on site. We're doing info sessions again, keeping numbers low, socially distancing and wearing face masks. And gradually we're going to build that program back up. So, stay tuned with Circle Tail. We're still here and we are becoming more active, and we hope that you're part of that too. In the next couple of months, by the end of the year, we're going to do a virtual open house for our Living and Learning Center that was just completed. And we will have different pictures for you and just different things, but keep your eye on Circle Tail on the different social medias that we have, and we'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, if somebody would like a tour, you are sponsors and supporters and donors and volunteers. If you'd like a tour, we are taking small groups through. You can just email admin@circletail.org or call Circle Tail and we can get something set up for you. So we'd love to show everyone who is a part of this organization our new space where we're tripling capacity. We have 3 kennels of 12 runs. We have 2 gymnasiums. We have 3 classrooms. We have a lounge for the staff, and we have a nice big kitchen area, and we have a bathroom, indoor plumbing. So Rumpke Portelet left this year. That was a great new beginning when they drove away. So it's a great space, and we hope to tour you through, and those who are a little further out and it doesn't work for that, we hope you will keep focused on Circle Tail and attend our virtual tour. Okay, so all week you saw the little raise your paw thing and all the different ways that if you raise your paw, paddle, raise your paw, you can donate to Circle Tail. You can still do that online. The website will stay up so that, again, if you want to share that link website with your family and friends, neighbors, anyone, so they can watch those videos. If you want to watch them again, you have friends in from Utah, have them watch it. But the Raise Your Paw will be up, and we hope that you do that and support programs of Circle Tail. All right, I think we're ready.
All
Okay,
right.
hang on a second. Let me go over here.
We are ready to draw prizes, and we'll see if Ozone can do the honors. This is for the Wine and Dine basket, which, oh, it's getting a little ahead of the Wine and Dine basket, which had a lot of tickets, and she's very eager to draw. So I'm just gonna, I mixed these up before, but we are going to do on camera another mix.
She did. I watched her. She mixed them up.
All right, ready, buddy? Take it. Okay. You gotta give me one, buddy. All right. This is Janet Schlack. Looks like Janet Schlack. He wants to draw a lot more winners, but Janet Schlack is the winner.
Do you want to read the ticket number?
It is ticket number 378243. So we will be connecting with you by text or email, Janet.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Now for the tailgating. You gotta take it.
There's one.
Okay, this is Heather Burley. Heather Burley, ticket number 378233.
Oh my gosh. Actually, Heather is one of our longtime volunteers and fosters. I believe that's her.
Yes, it is.
And she's actually coming down to visit this weekend, and she loves to clean, so she's gonna actually clean some for Circle Tail and do some dog walking, but she just happened to come down, maybe she knew she was gonna win, I don't know.
There you go. All right, and now, now for the big brand drawing. This is for the Hurry Yard. And again, thank you, Leslie, for thinking this up. This was a great idea. So who gets to name the Hurry Yard?
And there's 57,
57.
so don't get any of those two.
All right, I'll just pull it. Take it. Take it. Nope, gotta give me one. Take it.
Go for the
Do you want to
kid.
hold this?
Yeah, let me hold it.
Maybe more to his level. Take it. Nope, take it. Keeping us in suspense. Take it.
Oh,
No,
I almost
take
had
it.
one, almost had one. Oh, there we go.
Yes! Barbara Kreinus.
Ah.
Barbara Kreinus, it is ticket number 173728. Barbara Kreinus, congrats.
That is awesome.
All right.
Good job, Ozone. Good job. All right, so thank you, everyone, for joining us. Oh, I guess I can take, like, are you gonna come in or no?
No, I'll stay.
Okay. Isn't this a cool mask, though? Our longtime volunteer and a good friend, Tracy Desch, just bought this for me today. So it's my favorite breeds, German Shepherd and Irish Wolfhound, and Circle Tails on it. There you go. Doesn't get better than that. So thank you, everybody, for being here. This was fun. I hope you had fun at home. And I hope, again, that next year we can see you in person. Hopefully we will see you on the virtual tour or a live tour here at Circle Tail. And thank you for helping us help dogs who help people and supporting the programs of Circle Tail. Have a great evening.